Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new episode of today's Youth. And today we'll be talking about electronics. And we're delighted to be joined here live at the studio by Ahmed Khalid. He's an engineering student. Thank you very much for joining us, Ahmed.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity. So I have my way to speak about myself and my passion about engineering.
Great. Ahmed, you're studying electronics engineering, right?
Yeah.
Tell me first, why did you choose this major field of study, studying engineering and communications and electronics in specific?
Well, I'm very passionate about the idea of electronics and communication. As everything in our world is really built on electronics. Your mobile phones, your television you're watching right now, everything is built on electronics. Additionally, communication systems is one of the most crucial systems in all our universe, as the ability to interconnect with people is really encouraging to motivate people to become better and even understand the whole world as a mercy of a small point.
Great. Ahmed, you have several projects you told me about before the air that you invented, the electronic cane for elder people and solar system. Tell me more about these projects.
Well, the passion is literally helping people. So at year 2 at my university, I did a side project, not entitled to our courses or whatever. I did a smart cane for blind people, where we created a cane where can blind people use it to detect if there is an object or an obstacle in front of them, and even detect using a camera which detects all the passes that he can take, so he will not collide with people, and even make it easier. It was a prototype, and I think it is a good idea for a student at year 2 to have this passion or this idea and implement it in real life.
This could be also used by elder people. I mean, not only blind people.
Yes, and people with
an electronic cane is a great help for elder people also.
Yes, as the older people tend to have a lower conscious of the surroundings, so it would be also easier for them to apply this project.
Great. You also have another project that you created, and your idea, which is the solar system.
The solar system, it's not my idea, but this was like an idea for a summer school. There's a summer school in my university where I created this solar tracking system, which can be monitored through IoT. So basically, you can monitor the solar cell from the comfort of your own home.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any other projects that you worked on, or you created your own ideas?
Well, there is multiple projects. I tend to have my little bit of spice on these projects. I created, like also in year 3, or I think, I created an autonomous vehicle where it implemented multiple of sensors and integrated all together. We implemented all these sensors and created a car that can avoid all the obstacles and have its own way of movement, like in the new cars, electrical cars, for instance, in Tesla, where cars can connect with each other and know if there is a place, if there is an obstacle, or if there is an accident, for example. So it could help later in the traffic procedure.
Great. You also participated in several research, especially 2 important research that you participated in.
Yes. The first research I participated in is implementing piezoelectric tiles, where we created some kind of a tile, like a foot tile, where it generates energy. The idea itself is made before. However, we added a little bit of spice, where we created a harvesting circuit. This harvesting circuit able to charge up 2 batteries and then can be implemented in other application. Additionally, we have created a machine, like a COMSOL model, like a model we created in a simulation, like a simulation background software, where we created a piezoelectrical tile with a specific lattice material. And then we applied the specific procedures and specific physical contributes and get out something called the voltage to pressure coefficient, where we can classify different types of piezoelectric tiles with using this model. And even we created a machine learning model based on an artificial neural network. This artificial neural network allows us to make a prediction of the model and how it will operate in different scenarios or different physical scenarios in our environment.
Mm-hmm. Great. You have a lot of contributions. You also participated in representing your university as a head of powertrain.
Yes, this was like a competition named Ever5, It's implemented like every few years. However, it was postponed for 2 years, where we create an electrical vehicle from scratch. Usually, electrical vehicle consists of 3 parts: the chassis, which is the body of the car, the powertrain, which is the propulsion system, and sensors and lights and whatever. I was participating as the head of powertrain, where I chose the battery sizing. I chose the controller that we are using and how to operate this controller by coding it. Additionally, I have also choose the motor specification itself, so it can fit the category of the car itself and give the best performance.
Great. Well, Ahmed, we're going to go to a short break and we'll be right back.
Okay, thank you.
بتطلع فيها تنور قلب الكل.
الحب يكون هو لغتها والناس تستمتع بحياتها،
والخير يزيد ويفيض ويغطي حدود الأرض.
I dream a world where no one hates to hold a grudge.
Da fostuì una fotisi tognalo.
Dove si vive per l'amore che riempie il tempo di colore.
Любить и жить то, что дается свыше нам.
نحلم بالدنيا اللي يعيش فيها ناس في سلام، ناس يفكروا في المستقبل يشوفوا القدام.
الحلم بيلمع بعيونهم، مو فارقة لونهم ولا دينهم،
متقابلين كل اختلافاتهم عايشين مع بعض.
أحلم بمكان الحب بيطرح فيه ويملى. نحلم بمكان في كل اللي احنا بنتمناه،
وما نتحككش بأي ظروف، ونعيش من غير إحساس الخوف، مع عالم واحد كل الناس بتعيش جواه.
I dream of a world where love steers everything we do. I dream of a world where everything we hope comes true.
No obstacles will stand our way, no doubt or fear to chase away. One world that does not think in terms of me and you.
de braços dados e brilho em cada olhar. Sorrindo juntos nós podemos ir além.
눈감 고상상해 봐요. 모두 따뜻한 세상.
Novo mundo orientado para o bem.
كلنا جايين من نفس الأب ونفس الأم،
من حواء ومن آدم من الآخر نفس الدم. هي حقيقة ولازم نرضى.
كلنا راكبين مركب واحدة،
أكيد رايحين نوصل مع بعض البر أمان.
ख्वाब दुनिया का जहां चैन हो अमन, हर किसी का कल खिला हो जैसे महका चमन.
Tulivyoshikana siku za kale, kwa nini tena tutenganishwe? Tamani dunia yaliyo na umoja.
I dream of a world where love steers everything we do. I dream of a world where everything we hope comes true.
No obstacles will stand our way, no doubt or fear to chase away. One world that does the think in terms of me and you.
أحلم بمكان الحب بيطرح فيه ويملى. نحلم بمكان في كل اللي احنا بنتمناه، ونعيش من غير إحساس الخوف مع عالم واحد كل الناس
بتعيش جواه، وشباب العالم جاي من كل مكان في الكون علشان مستقبل أجيال، مستقبل أجيال يبعت للدنيا بحالها رسالة خير وسلام هنا من أرض الأمان،
من أرض السلام
من أرض السلام.
Welcome back, dear viewers. I'm still with my guest Ahmed Khalid, and we were talking about electronics and communications engineering, which is his major field of study. Ahmed, tell me more about your other publications. You participated in other research also.
I have participated in another research where we created like something to be built under the skin, which can harvest energy from the blood flow inside your vessels. This made of multiple materials overlapped on each other like a layer, and then we applied this idea and harvested energy so it can be like powering something like the pacemaker or some sort of medical component inside your body. We also applied this idea where we created the electronic design of like the IC chip, the integrated circuit chip that can be implemented inside your body. And we created even my part of contribution was creating this chip in a layout form where we specify all the electronics component into its basic form, like blocks of building blocks of the transistor, for example, and interconnected all together.
Right. Well, Ahmed, you have also a very, very interesting experience. You traveled to the UK, attended a summer school over there. Tell me more about this experience studying and living abroad, and how did you benefit on the personal and also educational levels?
Firstly, it was my first time traveling alone. I felt like hesitated and overwhelmed at first. However, when I get to the airplane, I started to feel like I should be my own self. I should dedicate myself to be a better person when I'm alone. Fun fact, in the first day when I arrived at the airport, I lost my passport. I kept searching for it through the whole entire airport. I asked the security and they had no any clue. Then I asked the cleaning person and he guided me to where I can find my passport. It was like a first overwhelming experience where I'm literally in a life-threatening situation. Then I went to the terminal where I picked up, and then I started. Summer school consisted of site visits and also educational committees and educational like seminars, right? Where we first started at the University of Lincoln, arrived there. We went like 2 to 3 days. Then we went to University of Liverpool, where I was like honored to visit the research center in the University of Liverpool. I found quite hesitating and quite fantastic that they have such an advanced equipment and some sort of like a radio detection or some sort of this machines. Also, I visited the University of Cranfield, which is a university based on postgraduate studies, where every postgraduate student should be participating in something in the market, where he advanced or evolved something in the market to change, like for example, a valve changing. For example, changing the valve would be have quite a cost. So the students there built like something, a prototype where it can enhance the life of the valve. For instance, it was like one part of the visit itself. Additionally, we had like a competition at the end of our summer school where we have something called the Queensby Quarry. This is a part which is a landfill. In the United Kingdom, the regulation of a landfill, they apply the landfill, then they overwhelm it over soil, then they plant a green grass all over this soil and left it for 20 years. So the concept of this project is how we can revolutionize this part with this accordance with Quarry. We applied simple procedures, like we advised new source of clean energy, including solar cells, also tiles, which generate energy. We also introduced smart grid systems where we could utilize even more the energy used. We also introduced new inland car, which is like a small mini car, which is electrically, of course. And we won the first position in this competition, and it was like a really nice experience to have on my board.
Right. Did you ever participate in community service or volunteering work? I think you told me that you have been distributing meals to slum areas in slums. That was during the Ramadan period?
Yes, like 3 or 4 times. It's like a group of people. We participate in like this event every
Every
year.
Ramadan?
Yes, every year in Ramadan. In the last 10 days, where we go to something once. Last year it was Mu'attam. The year before I was in another group. Went to something like El Marg, where we introduced a lot of meals for these people and give like and there is like a tour guide where he knows every person inside this slum, and he introduced us to the people who should take this meal and whatever, and we distribute it all the day until it reaches the Maghrib.
Great.
Additionally, I also volunteered in something in the Fab Lab, where we get a fund from another organization, international organization, where we could create a solar cell, like a solar cell station, to help people in organizations that help people that have disabilities.
Great.
So I went all over this, and we are still in the first project, and it's really, really a nice experience to have on my belt also.
Great. You also have a passion for a healthy life, healthy diets, and you run, you go to the gym. Tell me more about your passion for sports and a healthy life.
Well, I am a great, I have a passion for sports and being healthy, for the simple fact like the right body will bring the right mind. I think being healthy is one of the most important things to have nowadays. Literally everything around us is forces us to bend over, or even eat without understanding how much calories we take in, and it's like a very, very dangerous thing. Obesity is a disease, and we should literally put our best to reduce this disease. I tend to have a little schedule. Literally, I'm in my last year, where I have a research project that I'm working on and a design project I'm working on in the group. Additionally, I have a part-time job, and I still manage to fit in my schedule like a 2-hour session in the gym to enhance my mental health and even my physical health.
Great. As we're approaching Ramadan soon, what are your plans since you have a passion for community service and the distribution of meals and so on? What are your plans for this upcoming Ramadan?
Well, I think I will continue with either groups that I have been before. I will do the same. I will not change what happened for like 4 years for something new. So I will still be doing myself. Also, I would tend to have a lot of time for praying or whatever in Ramadan. But however, I will try to manage my time and fit my time to have all the things that I need, work in my projects, work in my university, and even maintaining like an hour or a half hour per day in the gym.
Right. Now we're going to go to this short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Ahmed, I can see that you're multitasking. You're studying at the same time, you're participating in volunteer work and social work, community service. You're at the same time having several internships in different places. You work and you study. How do you manage? You're not in an easy faculty of engineering, communications and electronics. Engineering is not an easy task.
Okay, my schedule starts like I wake up at like 7:30. I take a shower, Then I start by getting all my stuff done, like the backpack or all the stuff. And then I drive to the university. If I have a university this day, after the university, I tend to do some chores in the house. Then I start to study for an hour or two. Then after the starting of hour or two, I may have like half an hour rest. Then I start to go to the gym. The gym is literally right next to my home, so it's like a bonus. I tend to have in the gym like an hour, 30 minutes, or until 2 hour session every 4 days, for example. Then I return back home, either study or either do some work I have. Usually I have also days where I have like a 12-hour shift. In this 12-hour shift, I tend to multitask between these shifts, so my shift is literally monitoring something. So I put my computer, which I monitor in this side, and I study on the other side, like two tasks.
Multitasking.
Yeah. Then after I finish this whole 12-hour session, I then go to the gym, then I return and sleep, and this is all.
Great. This is a great management of time.
Yeah.
Great. What would you like to tell youth about persistence and
Well-
perseverance to reach your goals, and of course about time management, which is, I see, one of your golden tools?
I want to tell something. Consistency will beat motivation every time. So if you are consistent of something you are doing every day, you will always be the person who is motivated. So put yourself tasks that you have to do every day. If you didn't manage to have all tasks done, don't worry. You are a human, so it's not a problem. And always seek that you are better. You have the passion. If you have the passion, you have the power, you have the mind to do anything. Feel free or feel motivated that you are able to do it. You are not less than any person. The people who are better than you just put more work done on something, or put more hours. Well, if you put the same hour, you can be even better and even surpass them.
Great. I would like to thank you so much, Ahmed
you too.
Khalid, a student of engineering, studying electronics and communications engineering. All the best of luck.
Thank you.
And dear viewers, that brings us to the end of this edition of Today's Youth. Many thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more coming up here on Nile TV International.